So students, in this chapter 9, today we'll read about the gurukul system, that is how the gurus used to taught the students. Okay, how was the system? That is here it is written that it was based between guru and disciple, known as gurukul system. That is, tradition of education in the later Vedic period had continued in the 6th century BC. Okay, so here the Vedic education was continued between, and there we find a gurukul system between the students and the teacher. Okay, so students required to the students required to taught the gurus required to taught the students, and students used to reside there and pursue their studies. Okay, so students used to live there in the gurukul and they used to continue their studies, and the new subjects that were studied there were agriculture, medicine, craft, etc. Okay, so educational institutions in the gurukul system named ashrams, and the other subjects were also taught in this gurukul system. Okay, so apart from religious studies, many subjects were taught by those Buddhist monasteries. Okay, courses like how to shoot arrow, how to handle swords, how to wrestle, how to play games, that things were also taught. So how to weave cloth, how to spin thread, how to make games, how to play games. So these things were taught. Now separate rooms were also there for the students so that they can taught. Okay, so fees were also given for the education of the students. Okay, so one comes to know about the diverse subjects of the students. That is, there we also find prosody, poetry, grammar were also taught. Now mathematics, chemistry, astronomy, astrology were also taught. Okay, so Brahman Kshatriyas were also there who used to taught the students with many subjects regarding day-to-day affairs like wares, hunting, currency, then commerce. Okay, so these things were also taught. And now Kshatriya studies other subjects, Brahman studies other subjects, and where there were also Vaishyas and Sudras were there who used to study about trade, commerce, agriculture and animal husbandry. Okay, so in this way we find a connection between education and livelihood. So the role of guru or teacher was most significant in that technical education, and significant, and one learn about technical training and education there. Okay, so role of guru and teacher was very much important. Students approach that they were skilled craftsmen, so many continue to work here in the guru's workshop with guru's blessing. So guru used to bless those students who work in the guru's workshop. Okay, so some used to set up their own workshop also in that gurukul system. Okay, so in this way we find that what things were studied in the gurukul system. Now in the now here we'll study about the education system of the Gupta age. Okay, so how in the time of Gupta age students used to study. Now in the time of Gupta age, we find that different kings had built schools. So আমরা কি দেখছি যে গুপ্তা পিরিয়ডের সময় কিছু স্কুলস কিং বিল্ড দেয়ার কিংস তৈরি করে গেছিল, অ্যান্ড দ্য সাবজেক্টস দে স্টাডিড were languages, Vedic literature, etc. Now, poetry, grammar, astrology, drama, politics, art were also taught in that gurukul system, or so vocational education was also there. Now, poetry, grammar were also taught in that institution of gurukul system. Okay. Now, certain Buddhist monasteries were known as Mohavira, okay, was there Mohavira, and in the now there are some Mohavira means some universities where students used to come and taught, okay, in those Mohaviras, Nalanda Mohavira, Takshila Mohavira, okay, Vikramshila Mohavira. So these Mohaviras were also there. There you also find some other educational centers like Pataliputra, Kanuj, Ujjain, Mithali. These educational centers were also there where students used to come and study there. Now we'll study about Nalanda Mohavira, where students of any religion or caste could come and can study. Okay, so no tuition fees were charged, boarding and lodging was free in Nalanda Mohavira, and completion of education in Nalanda needed to sit for examinations. Now students from China, Tibet, Korea came to study at Nalanda, and many well-known scholars of the time taught there in the Nalanda Mohavira. Okay, now study about Takshila Mohavira. So Takshila was the capital of Gandhara Mahajanapada, and Takshila was a well-known university where students used to come and study. Students from different parts of the country visited Takshila for higher education. Now students between 16 and 20 years could gain admission in Mohavira. Students of the Mohavira, Takshila Mohavira, were selected on the basis of merit. Now religion, caste did not matter. They could study there for about 8 years, and king and merchants donated money to that Mohaviras and donated land and money to that Mohaviras to keep the Mohavira functional. Okay, so today we'll study this much, and the next period we'll study the next page, that is the literature in ancient India. Okay.